welcome to one more video from 161 Power Sports, and in this video we're talking about this brand new unit, and it's the next generation side-by-side, and this is the A0DES, the American A0DES Workcross 1000-6 HVAC model. So as you can see, it's a side-by-side, it's a full-size side-by-side, and best thing about it is it's got HVAC system on it, that is heat and air. So you see a lot of units that have just HV on it, which is just the heat, but this one's got the heat and the cold, so it's got best of both worlds. You can use it in winter, you can use it in extreme summer times too. Alright, let's talk about this unit. Let's look at the front, right? You can see it's got nice LED lights, front bumper, solid, winch that comes standard right here. Look at the shocks. That's one of the best things about Workcross for me, these shocks right here. Gas shocks, adjustable long travel suspension. Absolutely love those. Beadlock wheels, right? So you can see right there, 27s on 14s. And then four-wheel drive, obviously. You can lock up the door, matter of fact. And see this. It opens up. You get real solid ground clearance as well. Door handle, and I really like the fact that you can like roll up the windows. See, look. Roll it up. You ain't got to slide it. I like this. It's better than the ones we used to have with Desert Cross where we used to slide them. I think this is better, right? And you get a little compartment right there to put your stuff up. And let's take a look at the inside, see what we find, right? Come on in. All right. So, looking at the inside, this is the cab. It's really spacious, actually. And then I'm a guy like 5'10", 220 pounds, and I fit here perfect. See, look, my legs are not hitting, my knees are not touching anywhere on the dash, none of that stuff. You get cup holders over here. These are all your vents for your AC. Look, you can close them up just like a regular car. And I love the fact that they put a little bigger rear view mirror so that way, it's just nice and you can see them actually. It's workable, right? So adjustable tilt wheel is what you get. You get a 12-volt socket right here, hazard lights, and then you have your windshield wiper that's powered. That's real nice. I can't wait to see it work. And then that's your lock and unlock differentials right there. You have your charging ports, AC fan, and then how cold you want to be, like 1, 2, 3. There's like 3 levels on them. So you can turn them off, AC, and then you want to switch back to heat, just push down. It's real simple to get, right? And then, let me see if I got the keys here. So we can start them up, but this is the glove box. Look at this. Certificate of origin. You get toolkit, and you also get the owner's manual to go with it. It comes all included with the package. Hold on just a sec. Alright, so it's 1000 cc's, 6 passenger. Let's see, headlights turn on and off. Another light headlight control switch, high beam, low beam, horn, winch control, turn signals right up here. More space over here for compartment. You can store stuff in there. And then same thing with the windows. So you just get the roll up windows right there. And that's for both sides. And one thing I really like about this, see, it's a piston assisted windshield, right? So if you don't really want these, you can take them off. Look, you can take them off, and these pistons actually hold them in place. But you got to undo this whole thing to get the windshield. And this way you can like kick it out. So it's a kick out windshield, full glass material, by the way. All right. So that's that. Sorry about that, guys. I actually found the keys. It was just in my pocket. I took it from the driver. I forgot about it. All right. Here's the keys. Comes with a set of 2 keys and one for your doors, right? Locking your doors. Put that in there. What I usually first like to do is let it calibrate. Let the fuel pump calibrate. The needle, let it spin. Take a whole round. Then hold the brakes and turn it on. So everything's good. The fan's kicking in. I see that. See, because it's at the level 3. You turn off the fan and you decide how hot you want, how cold you want. It's kind of chilly today, so I'm going to just leave it off for right now. Alright, so that's your deal. I don't know if y'all could hear it, but if I turn this on and turn this up, Hopefully y'all could hear it, but that's the AC kicking in, which is real nice. That's good. All right, so what do we have here, right? Same screen like the Pathcross and then the Workcross Dash 6, the 650 or the 1000, right? So they got the same screen, so same instrumentation as far as like how fast it goes, RPM and such. Gear selector, right? All the way top, you've got the low. Then you have high, neutral, reverse, and park. So we're not going to go over all that in detail, but I'll just let you know H is for like regular driving when you want to just go speed up and go fast. L is when you need a little bit more that low end torque so you can pull better, right? So if you're hauling heavier load or like there's a lot of people in here and you're going through a steep incline, definitely want to go use low. But never use low for chasing speed. That's bad, right? That's bad for the clutch. It's going to burn it up. And then never use high for inclines and, heavy loads, and it's going to burn up the clutch, right? So that's neutral, and that's reverse, and that's park. Now, talking about the turf mode, you have the four-wheel drive option, right? So you have this one where you have the rear-wheel drive. This is the four-wheel drive option, and that front locker gets locked automatically. And then you can lock the rear with this lock and unlock feature that is independent from the four-wheel drive selection mode, right? So what you can do is you can still leave that locked, but you can switch this over, and you're still in differential lock mode, but now you're not engaged in four-wheel drive. See, now that has its own advantage because now you don't have to have lockers on in four-wheel drive. You can have them on in two-wheel drive mode and just lock the rear differentials if you ever need that as an option. So what does that do, right? So locking differential is just a way of locking both sides RPM into just a uniform RPM, so you can just push through situations when you're stuck. It's more for a uniform ride. All right, so you usually don't want to use that unless you're really stuck in a position, right? So that's that. It's turn signal, so definitely we can uh, put it on the streets. You also get a nice little cab light right here. I really love the material. It's almost as good as my truck. Look, right here. Real solid. I like it. I think the cab is well built. I don't see no gaps, so there's no gappings. I really love that fact. It's definitely a better job than a Desert Cross. Look at this, guys. No gaps, right? I've seen a lot of side by sides with HVAC, and they still have gaps. And then it's kind of quiet on the inside. It's not that bad at all, right? So we did make a video on the Workcross Dash 3, the 1000cc HVAC. We're just making this crew cab model because, in Texas we like it big. We got big family, friends come over, and we need it for several reasons. All right, I'm blocking this truck. There you go. See, now we ship nationwide, right? And this is how we get them in our box truck, like 20-foot, 26-foot box truck with the lift gate on the end, and then basically we get all our units over here. This or the 53-foot van, the 18-wheeler semi. Actually, we have loads coming in from Houston, California all the time. And we ship them out nationwide too, in a box or fully assembled. We do have financing available. Now, the manufacturer is running a promotional rate right now. You need to really take advantage of that because they're giving you 4.9, 5.9, and 6.9, and that's for 48 months, 60 months, and 72 months. They also have a thing for 36 months, which is at a 3.9. Sorry, that's going to be for 3.49. That's just for 36 months. Now, you get a unit like this at $27,000. That's a lot of monthly payment. But you can sign up for the longer term length, which is at the 72 months or the 60 months, and then your payments will be a little more reasonable and you still take advantage of that OEM promo rates. Okay, don't forget about that. Now we also do outright purchases. I mean, we can also make a commercial contract if you need this for job site and you need buy multiple. We can work out a bundle deal, which we have in the past, and they've actually worked out pretty well. And actually, it was on this particular model, but without the HVAC, they did not need that. Now, if y'all need HVAC due to extreme working conditions, and you still need something that you want to ride, this is the answer for you guys. It's just not enclosure. This is just climate control right here. HVAC. That's it. That's humankind's best discovery, honestly, in my opinion, to help you survive the cold, right? So I put it in H. I want to engage and drive. I really like the fact that I can see the back. Very nice. So that just makes it like even like 10 times better, right? All right, let's go talk about the exterior and some power on this unit. I'll put it in park. We'll step outside here in a second. I'll let the engine run so you can see like how the lights work and stuff like that. So let's step out for a minute. Oh, let me grab my phone. All right, so this one seats 3 people in the front, right? As we mentioned, a lot of leg room. And then you have this. Cup holders. Any stuff you can put while you're traveling if you don't want to use it as a seat. That's kind of there. And then the same thing you get for the passengers in the back. The good thing is there's no engines over here, so you don't have to worry about how hot it gets or how cold it gets. And there's like cup holders over there too, under the seat. And there's a storage on that far right, which I'm going to show here in a second, okay? Just take a look at the back cab. Look, fully flushed, right? Same thing. I'm not going to pull it down, but same thing with this dropping down. And then there's, oh my God, there's like vents in the back. Yes. Oh my God, that's dream come true right there, guys. $26,999. You get like AC vents for like back passengers. Come on, the Desert Cross. People complain that it gets real hot on the backside, but now they've listened and they've put AC vents on the back. So that's super dope. It's never gonna get hot or cold for the passengers sitting up in the second row. Glass material on the back too. Just look at the bed. Look at this. You get a little scale over here so you can cut your woods and stuff like that to spec. Cup holders. Obviously you got hooks on all 4 corners so you can strap it down nice and easy. What I really like is still a manual bed, so I don't have to wait 5 minutes for it to dump, right? All I can do is just do this, just pull them up just a little bit, and it'll dump on its own. Look at the engine, guys. That's a huge engine. That's a V-twin right there. 1,000 cc's. And then right here is manufactured by A0DES. It's their own production company, right? So this is its own manufacturing. It's a between 4-stroke engine. That's liquid cooled as well. It's water cooled engine. EFI, the basics. It's drive shaft. There's no chain driven. It's not chain driven. It's on demand 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive system. It's got dual A arms and then independent dual A arms on the back too. It's got independent suspension right there. I can talk about the 14-inch wheels on 27 tires. I maybe hope they could have gone like a few inches up on the tires, but it doesn't matter. I mean, you could go and do that, right? We can always upgrade. Not everything comes stock, so and they tried their best to get everything stock, but it is what it is. The weight, the curb weight, right? Important. It's 2,300 pounds. The gross vehicle weight, that's everything including your liquid weight, it's 3,559 pounds. Right? It's 154 inches long, about 65 inches wide, and 78 inches tall. The ground clearance we're looking at the minimum is 12 inches, right? So anything in there at minimum is 12 inches off the ground. It's a 12-gallon tank, gas tank, right? The bed dimensions, let's talk about the bed dimensions. You get like 52.5 inches by 36.2, and the height of the bed is 11.4 inches, right? So you get that. Now we did talk about the front bumper, rear bumper, gas shock, long travel suspension. We also like to look. I'd also like to admire the angle that it dumps. It's perfect. But nothing is staying in there with that kind of angle, right? I also want to talk about how arched that thing is. And I just love the fact that they designed it this way because the shock angle, very important when it comes to ride quality. The way the control arms are designed, very important for ride quality. And it's done a great job at that. And I really appreciate that because I've rode this thing and I'm telling you, this honest, swear to God truth. You sit inside, you're not going to feel a thing. You go over anything, it's not going to feel like you're riding on a side-by-side. It almost feels like you're riding on a truck. So that's real good. And like I said, that's right there, the 1000cc V-twin 4-stroke engine right here. And let's take a look at the lights. I want to show the light bar to you guys. Here, let's see. The light bar's on. Look at that. It's $27,999. Well, $27,000. $26,999. And guess what? We always do promotions and deals at all times, right? So with this one, we're offering free shipping nationwide, guys. You heard it. Free shipping anywhere you are. We'll make sure it gets delivered to your doorstep. We finance them for as low as like $0 down, depending on your credit. It does a soft pull, so we can find that out. Give us a call at 469-669-1313. Talk about the colors they come in, right? So you have this titanium cyber gray. They have the glacial silver, which is almost like off-white kind of deal. And then you also have your pearl white, and then you get it in true timber, the camouflage, right? So you get it in that, and then you also get it in tan. So those are the color options available on this Workcross A0DES Workcross 1000-6 HVAC model. And like I said, we talked about the promotional rates. So rewind back on this video to hear about that, because that's kind of important, because I know for most of y'all it's the interest rate, because the amount of this vehicle is almost getting close to as buying a truck. But it's definitely not as much as a truck. Now, the best replacement for this model is going to cost you well over 40 grand. So 26, I know it's a lot of money, but if you invested in the Workcross 1000, you're actually saving over $15,000 in a potential side-by-side purchase, right? So it also comes with warranty. You get 1-year warranty on parts and labor. Now, we do have options to have extended warranties available for up to 60 months. Well, so we do have that option. So we have A0DES. We have other third-party warranty companies that you can purchase the extended warranty with. So we've got that going on. That's not a problem at all. And look, the A0DES, they also give you this nylon material winch right here, which is definitely better than the metal one, right? So you see that nylon material right there, the blue, just real good. Skip plate, well flush door, idles great, rides good, shocks are great, picks up great. You don't feel like you're in something that does not have power. You feel like it's power balance perfect. Now, this is not something you want to race with, but this is something that actually gets things done. And if you're looking this to do work, great workhorse, right? Thus the name, Workcross. That's why the manufacturer thought that it fit, Workcross, because it's a workhorse. Now, you want to have fun with it? I'm not saying if you can't whip it around. You can definitely do that, but don't do jumps and crazy stuff with that. It's not like a Razor. It's not Maverick. The use is specific. It's work plus fun, right? Same time. You mix that up, and that's what you get. The A0DES 2024 American A0DES Workcross 1000-6 HVAC. Like I said, we covered most of the stuff in this video. Now, if you want to know more about this and, take it around for a spin here at our store, please feel free to come by. We're here open 10 to 6 every day. And like I said, you got any questions, feel free to reach out as well, okay? We'll now go and start it up, show you guys how it feels like riding one.